What's going on, people? Welcome back to the player ratings. Brentford 1, Palace 1. We'll be discussing all the individual performances from the game. As always, if you do enjoy the content, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to not miss out on future Palace content. And let us know in the comment section down below your ratings for the game. Patrick, frustrating to concede that last-minute goal, but there were lots of positive performances. And let's start off with the goalkeeper, as we always do. Vicente Guaita. 6 from me, 7 from you. I thought he made some good saves in the game. Well, not good. He made some saves. I can't remember it being good. I'll be honest. I genuinely can't remember it being good. But I don't think he had a brilliant game. I thought we were solid defensively. I thought we helped ourselves by defending and with our centre backs and our full backs rather than relying on Vicente all game long. So I thought he had a all right game, 6.
I think he had a very good game. I think if it wasn't for the goal, which had nothing to do with him, he would have gotten a higher grade from me. He made 2 very good saves. First half against Aaron Hickey, second half against Norgard, and came out for crosses. But as you mentioned in the before we did the show, distribution again was very poor. But he made the saves he had to make. So I thought he had a good game today, honestly. I really did.
Yeah, and the distribution that was poor was what, 46%? That's not good enough. And that's because we went long. I don't know why we went long that much when we had the likes of Anderson, Gahey, Lokonga, and Okori on the pitch. Like, we had all the players that can actually play with the ball on their feet, but we still decided to go along. And then moving on to the right back, Nathaniel Klein, 7 from you, 6.5 from me. I thought he had a pretty solid game. Could have done a bit more going forward, helping Elise. Maybe that was instruction from Vieira. I don't really remember him going forward. But defensively, he done his role. I thought he kept him quiet throughout the game.
Yeah, very good defensively today. I thought good job by him today.
Anderson, this is a player that I want to talk about because he had a very good game. 8 from you, 8.5 from me. My man of the match, Joachim Anderson. Fantastic. His distribution, I actually don't have the stats up with me, but I thought his passing was solid from what I saw. But more importantly, he's been one of our most consistent players all season long. And you saw it today, facing Tony, one of the most informed strikers in the league, one of the most dangerous strikers in the league. And for the majority of the game, he kept him in his back pocket. He was absolutely brilliant today, Joachim Anderson. And not only that, even in the other side of things, in front of goal, I think he had like 2 shots on target. Aerial duels, fantastic. I think he won about 6 out of 7.
He did.
Very good game. The only reason why I didn't give him higher is because of the goal that we conceded. There's a question mark of should have or could have we done better? And in particular, Joachim Anderson, I have to watch it back.
I thought I gave him 8.52. That's what I have on my little paper here. I don't know where he got 8 from. Doesn't make a difference. He had an 85% passing accuracy and had 15 clearances. 15. Won everything in the air. He said bar 1. Was brilliant today. For me, the goal was his mistake. He clearly went down with a cramp before, so he was hurting. He hadn't played the previous 3 matches. Again, we're going to go to who was mostly to blame on the goal in a bit, but I thought he was very, 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 very good today.
Yeah. And his partner alongside him, Mark Gahey, 7.5 from you, 7 from me. Just want to say, I don't know about you, Patrick. I'm not giving him a 7 because I thought he had like a bad game, even though 7 is not bad rating. I just thought Joachim Anderson was more involved in the game than Mark Gahey was. But I thought Gahey had a solid game. I don't think he done anything wrong in particular.
I have a question to ask you, and I agree with you. I thought he played very well. It seems that, and I do the same thing, so let me know what you think. When we give a higher grade to either Gahey or Anderson or even Richards, we always say they put so-and-so in their pocket. But since he played 2 centre halves and most teams play 1 striker, who do you decide that was marking Tony today? I thought they both were marking Tony. So you said he had to in his pocket.
If you look at the stats as well, like the aerial duels won.
That's true, definitely.
I thought Anderson just controlled it. I don't know. It seemed like the ball went to him most of the times. I feel like he had to do the defending.
No, I agree with that.
That's me, my bias, but that's what I felt like.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I think we decided to choose that whoever the best game was marking so-and-so, but I'm not sure that. I think they kind of switched on. I think it depended on the situation. Either Gahey marked him or Anderson. By the way, a lot of his headers, by the way, were on like corner kicks where he just was free and heading balls out. Anderson was brilliant today. But I'm just saying, it's not.
They'll cross into the box.
I know. I'm saying, but I'm just saying that I'm not necessarily sure that he marked out Tony. I'm just saying that I think they both did a great job in stopping Tony. So my only point. So that's it.
Yeah, I think when you look at the stats, Anderson had 61 touches, 6 out of 7 aerial duels won, 1 out of 2 ground duels won, and then when you compare that to Mark Gahey's stats, you can see a difference there. Mark Gahey only had three aerial duels compared to Anderson's 7. And he only won 1 of them, and he only had 1 ground duel. So I feel like Anderson was more involved, and I think the stats prove that as well. Than Gahey in this game, and it felt like watching that as well throughout the game. It felt like that was the case. Tyreek Mitchell, he went out injured, which is a bit worrying. Once again, 7.5 from you, 6.5 from me. Look, I don't know about you. I thought he had a solid game, but I don't know if the stats probably don't back this up. And this is just me watching him. I feel like they did target that side, and they did get him behind a few times and put balls into the box. That's what I felt like. And that's why I gave him a 6.5 rather than 7.5.
Yeah, the stats don't back up him getting beat. He had 89% passing accuracy. He had 5 recoveries and won 4 out of 5 ground duels. I thought he was brilliant today. I criticized Tyreek on and off all season. It's one of his best games today by far. Too bad he went off injured. I thought Mbeumo, I think you're right. Brentford definitely target our left side with Mbeumo. Why not? He's a very good player. And I thought he got by Tony a couple of times, but he didn't put in any really dangerous crosses. And if they did put them in, he cleaned them up. But I thought Mitchell did a great job on Mbeumo today. Played really, really well today.
Yeah. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section as well. Because for me, the stats don't back it up what I'm saying, but they targeted that side. And they did get him behind a few times to put in crosses. That's what I felt like anyways. But I'm not saying Tyreek had a bad game, but let's hope that his injury isn't a major concern, because it wasn't a bad game from him.
So, D, just to back that up, Mbeumo had 2 of 5 successful dribbles, 1 of 7 accurate crosses. So, I mean,
I don't know if it's just the 1-2s. I don't know what it was.
I'm just saying this. Yeah,
that's up. I don't know what
I got you.
Play that's beaten, but if you go watch the highlights, I'm pretty sure you just see it like he put cross into the box, and it was down his side. So I don't know exactly how the stats prove it. But stats say I'm wrong. But yeah, let us know what you got.
All right, I test.
You know, Timmy, Decore, 7 from me, 7 from you. We had a solid game. Maybe his passing could have been a bit better, but I thought he was good. Especially his defending. Should we move on to the next player?
Sure.
Lokonga. Now this is the player that I want to talk about. 7 from you. 7 from me. I don't know. I could have potentially gave him a bit higher. But we have found, after 20 plus games, we have finally found the right man to play alongside Decore. And the reason why I'm saying that is because even when Lokonga did join, this is the reason why I was excited about his ability on the ball. Picking up the ball and looking forward, looking for the options going forward. And today, he done that, and he was absolutely brilliant. Both of them help each other out perfectly. Decore can be that holding midfielder who's also good on the ball, but Lokonga can be that player that just picks up the ball alongside Decore and picks out their passes. The problem we've had in midfield all season long is that next to Decore, we haven't had help, but the help has finally arrived, and I was very pleased with Lokonga's performance. Saying that, I could see the worries defensively because sometimes his defensive positioning wasn't that great. But then again, he's only been here, 3-4 games? So that will naturally improve as he plays more. But for me, I was very impressed, and Lokonga is here to stay alongside Decore.
Yeah, I love his passing, his ability to drive forward, press resistant, didn't lose the ball at all. Accurate passing was 88%. He had a couple of times that he's looking to make passes to either Olise or Mateta, like long balls that no one else on the midfield even looks for. I'm with you, man. He just adds something different. He keeps the ball, keeps it ticking over. I mentioned in the post-match show how we went from 51%, 49% possession in the first half when he was playing. By the time he came off, we were down to like 41%. How we had a 89% pass accuracy in the first half when he was playing. And the end of the second half, he had like 78%. He's just a really good passer. Our passing today versus Brighton was head and shoulders better today. He's just a much better player. I really hope now, please, let him play the next 10, 13 games. I know we don't have him permanently. I don't really care right now. Leave him with Decore, see what happens the rest of the season. Just leave him there, please.
Yeah. Moving on to another midfielder. It's not technically a midfielder, but he played through the middle today. It was up front actually. I don't know. It's hard, but it's through the middle. Jordan Ayew, 6.5 from you, 6 from me. I think we can both agree that this rating could have been higher if it wasn't for his mistake. But that mistake, you just have to bring it down. I think that was just very silly. That was silly and very avoidable. But other than that, I thought his game was positive. He was involved in the first goal, of course, that we scored. If not directly, but he made that pass into the middle and then at least.
No, I would say directly. Without that pass, we don't score that goal.
Yeah, you could say that, but he wasn't. He technically didn't get the assist.
No, I didn't say the assist, but I'm saying
straight away to Elise.
He passed it to Corey. Tory played out to the right to Elise. Elise crossed it in for Eze to score. Yeah.
Well, if we move that mistake away, I think that's why we gave him that rating. Was he impressed with his performance?
I was. First half, I looked it up. He had 100% passing. He played really well. Already won 3 of the 4 fouls that he win the entire game. Played really well. He's not a natural number 10. He wasn't creating, but he was really active in that position. Tactically helped us, press, which we had to do today. You went to that in the show today, how he pressed a little bit more today because we had Lokonga, we had Decore, and we had Ayew. But played really well today. Listen, it was a mistake, but it's a mistake that, let's look back on it, had other players done their jobs after that mistake, we're not talking about that. Meaning, stop the cross, get the header away. Having said that, it was a silly thing for him to do. It did cost us the goal. But I thought, again, prior to that, Ayew had a very good game. I'm sorry. He played well today. So I'm not sorry, actually. Oh, sorry.
5.5.
Who?
5 from you.
He played today?
He was not involved today. I think let's just keep it brief. I don't know why. I don't know how. Not even why. I don't know how he lasted the 90 minutes. Even when Lokonga got subbed off, I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it for not just I wanted Eze to come on, but I didn't understand it because I thought it would be better to sub off Schlupp because he's not really doing anything. And
I agree.
He went back to putting Schlupp in holding midfielder. Personally, I don't know what he contributed today, and that's just me being nice. I don't know.
Yeah, let's move on. I don't know what he did. I called him Mr. Invisible today. I didn't see him, so that was it.
At least say I know you saw him because you got the assist. 7 from you, 7.5 from me. Very good assist. And he caused worries for the Brentford defense.
Yeah.
Balls into the box at times. I don't think it was his fault, but when he did cross it, there weren't that many options there. It was kind of weird because Mateta was going outside the box. I don't know what he was doing. I'll be honest with you. I don't understand his role. But Elise assist today. Finally celebrated as well. I know that's a big talking point whenever he doesn't celebrate, but he celebrated more than anyone else. I saw the video. But yeah, it was positive, Patrick, because we talk about decision making today. You got it right. Very nice ball into the far post.
Yeah, I've criticized him. He's young, and I've always said that he is young, but today he played really well. By the way, he misplaced only one pass today. He was 25 out of 26 passing for a wide play. That's very, very good. And what I liked was he actually won 7 out of 10 ground duels. So he's getting better defensively. That thing about him not being good defensively, when he's playing out wide, he does track back and tries and helps out. He's on the side with Klein, and I think that side they had Rico Henry in that side. What was that? Hickey. No, Rico Henry in that side. They didn't really do much on that side. He played well today. Great cross, by the way. And I watched the post match with Eze, and Eze did say that when Olise gets that ball, he knows where to go because he knows that if he gets to the right spot, he'll get there. It's a real shame that Mateta and Edouard haven't learned that lesson because clearly, if Eze knows where it's going to be, our striker should know that too. But a really good goal and a really good assist by him. So
exactly. And talking about a striker that started this game, Mateta 5 from you.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Look, he's not good enough.
I don't. Yeah,
he's not good enough for this level.
It's not working.
Moving on to the bench, Hamada 6.5, 6 from me.
I like
him 6.5. I thought he's positive. His performances, but I think it's an interesting dilemma. If Eze is on form, and then you have everyone that's fit, what happens with Hamada? Is the option coming off the bench? I think if he's an option coming off the bench, that's still exciting. It's still exciting. He looked decent today when he came on.
D, just real quick, the bench option for me is if Lokonga starts and you're going to sub him off, bring on Hamada. Don't bring on, don't bring on somebody else. Leave him. Let him be the natural. Because obviously next season, want him to be that replacement. You know what I mean, for Decore. Have him sub on 20 minutes late into the 20 minutes left in the game for Lokonga. For me, that would be perfect. Give Lokonga most of the minutes. Give Hamada the rest. But again, he had a shot on goal. He almost scored today. So I like what I see out of the kid.
It's very close.
He's young. So yeah, he's young. I like it.
Let's talk about Ebbs. 7.5 from both of us.
Yeah.
And the reason why I want to stop here and actually talk about him, yes, he scored a goal, but Vieira made a decision today to not start him. He made that decision, and a few people were upset, not me.
Right.
And I can admit that
Or
still
me.
now. I was
Or
not
me.
upset,
Or
and
me.
I'm still
Right.
happy with that decision because he hasn't been performing at the levels that he should be, and he got dropped. But the thing that I was most impressed about by Ebbs is when you get dropped, it can happen
React.
two things. You can either sulk,
have a reaction,
or you can take the opportunities that you get, albeit it might be limited, and prove to the manager that you are still that guy.
100%.
Eze stepped up to the plate. He came on. Nice goal, but not only the goal. He looked excited. After that goal, he just seemed like the old Ebbs. So, yes, Vieira did drop him for 2-3 games, but it worked out in the end. If he keeps up this form anyways, and hopefully it's not just one-off. And I was very impressed by his performance. Yes, the goal was nice, but his overall performance going forward, he looked exciting again. He looked like the old Ebbs. And hopefully, if he is at that level and if we do get Wilf back, then we should be creating better chances and more chances and hopefully scoring more goals.
I agree. Of our starting players, Lokonga and Olise excited me when they had the ball. No one else did. But when Eze came on, he was electric. He played great today. And I will add that I watched his post-match interview on Palace TV. He looked gutted, D. He was so upset that we didn't win that match. You could just tell. It meant a lot for him to score that goal, but he was so upset. So it meant a lot for us to drop those points. And the fact that he bounced back, you just said it. Hopefully he'll get more opportunities to start. And when he does start, he'll have good performances. So there we go.
Yeah. Edward came on 6 from both of us. He had that one opportunity where he probably could have took the shot a bit earlier, I reckon. I don't know if you can remember, he was in a box. He took a shot, but he took like 2-3 touches before then.
Yeah, they blocked it. I remember they blocked it.
Yeah, other than then, I can't really remember what else he pretty much done. And then Richards came on at left back for the injured Harry Mitchell. 6.5 from you, 6 from me. He's not a left back. I don't think the goal, maybe he could have went out and tried to stop the cross. But I'd prefer it if everyone's fit, he starts at right back. But then again, that's a conversation for another day because would Vieira do that if Nathaniel Line is fit? But yeah, he came on today for a little cameo. So that was good. It's good that he's back from injury and is an option. And then finally, as we wrap it up, moving on to the manager, Vieira, 7.5 from you, 7 from me. The reason why I gave a 7 is I was happy with the approach of the game. We actually went high pressing in this game. Not high, but we tried to press them rather than sit off. You saw it from the midfield as well, and I think that helped. And, you know, he took off Ebbs from the bench. That was a very good substitution. Saying that was a very good substitution, the thing that kind of lowered my rating a bit lower than it should have been is because I didn't understand it. He brought on Eze, that was great, but I didn't understand keeping Schlapp on the pitch.
For that player, right? For that player.
Yeah, he's just that player. But overall, I thought our approach was good. We managed to pick up a points. I think majority of us would have been happy with a point going into this game. But just that one sub, it could have been a bit better. That's why I didn't give it higher. And plus, we didn't win the game.
For me, lineup, only issue I would have had two issues would have been I would have liked to have seen one. I would like to see Edward for Mateta. I had no problem with Eze not starting. Love the fact Lokonga started. So lineup wise, make that one change, Edward. As far as tactically, I thought he did some decent subs. Like you, I wrote it down. I didn't like the sub of Eze for Lokonga. I like the sub of Eze coming on, not for Lokonga. Looking back on it now, Lokonga hasn't played a lot for Arsenal. Maybe he was a little bit gassed, whatever. The fact is, the sub worked, scored a goal. We were a minute away from getting a really big win. The other subs that he made were fine. Bringing on Edward to try and help out, for gassed or useless Mateta. Bringing on Richards because of injured Mitchell. And I thought he did well. I don't think the goal had anything to do with anything he did during the game. I don't think he could have done anything different, honestly. It was 6 minutes, and there was a lot of pressure from Brentford. They used all 5 of their subs. I thought Vieira managed the game as well as he could. Again, maybe that one change would have been to start Edward, but that would have been it. So, to me, he did well today.
So that's it from our player ratings / manager, as we now do in these ratings. If you have enjoyed it, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to not miss out on future Palace content. That's it from me and Patrick. And until next time, up the Palace.